Hello, Billionaire. So we're back with Venus in the ninth house placement reading. Keep in mind, this also can apply for all ninth house placements as well as Sagittarius placements. Just if you have this energy, just listen. You may get some gems dropped, some relatable things, but this is primarily for Venus in the ninth. Be sure to check out the links below to get my year 2023 overview. Be sure to check out the links. Be sure to check out the links down below to get the year 2023 astrological overview, where we go over all your major transits for the year, important things you need to know, eclipses, full moons, all that good stuff. So that will be in the description box. So yeah, we are in the fire energy series, which it's been pretty interesting so far. So I love ninth house energies. So I'm excited to see what this reading brings, what info it brings us. Okay. So, should we start with the archetypes for them? I already have the archetypes in my hand. No, I don't want to start with the archetypes. Let's start just with regular tarot. Okay, Spirit, show me Venus in the ninth house energies. Show me what Venus in the ninth house is about. Venus in the ninth house, Venus in the ninth house, Venus in the ninth house, Sagittarius. 10 of Pentacles. So straight off the bat, Venus in the ninth house is very abundant. They are very abundant. 10 of Pentacles. I'm seeing it's very easy for them to become rich. It's very easy for them to make money. And I'm also just getting the energy of success for Venus in the ninth house. So it's not just about money or materialism with Venus in the ninth. It's just success in general. Like, I see that they succeed at whatever they put their mind to. Like, literally that phrase. They succeed at whatever they put their mind to, because the ninth house rules the higher mind. So whatever their mind is at, wherever their higher mind is at, that's what they're manifesting. And I'm seeing it's very easy for them to manifest legacy. Like long-standing success, or just success that lasts generations. And when you're dealing with ninth house energy, you're dealing with like big energy. Like, it's like big boss energy. Like, it's all about legacies and empires and shit like that. Like, that's what ninth house is about. And Venus in the ninth house is fortunate. It's fortunate there. You know, Venus is also a fortunate planet. So when you put it in the ninth house, it just creates this very expansive, abundant energy. Venus in the ninth house is very abundant in all things too. Like, not just materialism in all things, but it's material stuff too. Show me Venus in the ninth. Look, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, they got a lot of money. They got a lot of money, whether it's cosmic currency or whether it's real currency. They have a lot of money. Like, I'm seeing like spiritual wealth too. It's not just material, it's spiritual wealth. Venus in the ninth house has a lot of spiritual wealth. And I'm seeing that they're going to always be good no matter what. Like, they're always going to be taken care of. Like, just period. That's just the energy. They're always going to be taken care of. Like, they're never going to go flat broke. You know, unless, I mean, you do have to consider aspects to your Venus. Like, if you have a lot of blockages to your Venus, then this can change. But like, I'm seeing like it's very hard for them to experience misfortune for a long period of time. They may experience some misfortunes, but they're winning more than they're losing in life. Like, let me just tell you, they're on top of fate more than they're on the bottom of fate. Like, I'm just seeing a lot of luck too. Like, they're very lucky people. And I don't know why I'm seeing gambling and casinos around them. Like, I'm seeing when Venus in the ninth house goes to the casino, they can win like super easily on like the slot machines. And just when it comes to lucky stuff, like playing certain games and playing certain numbers and stuff, like they always win, or like it's very easy for them to hit the jackpot. Like it's just easy. Damn, ninth house people are very fortunate. So they do have that luck factor. The luck factor is not a myth. Like ninth house Sagittarian energies are lucky. Like it's just crazy. Oh my goodness. And then they just have the energy of abundance around them. The Fool card. So of course they love to travel. Yeah, they like to just get up and leave at the drop of a dime too. Like they get inspiration about something and they pack their bags that night and they're ready to go to the next morning. They love going on long voyages. They love, you know, obviously going on adventures, whether that's solo trips. They'll go on solo trips too. Venus in the ninth will go on solo trips. I was about to say solar trips. They'll go on solo trips or they'll go with people, like whoever, but they're not going to let anybody block them from going on their adventures. Like, so basically if they want to go somewhere, like say there's a concert in another city or whatever, and they call their friends and they're like, yo, let's go to this, and like their friends are not able to come, Venus in ninth house is going to go to the concert anyway. They're just going to go by themselves, because it's like they don't let anybody stop their parade. They don't let nobody stop their flow. Like if people can't join in on the flow with them, then they're going to go on their own. Yeah, like they're not waiting for you. They're very independent too. Venus in the ninth house is independent. Like they'll go with or without you, honey, but nothing's going to stop them, their life experiences, like them experiencing what they want to experience. They're not going to let the fact that like nobody's with them stop them from it. Yeah, they're very independent. Venus in the ninth house is independent. Ain't nobody stopping they show. Ain't nobody stopping they flow. This is ninth house energies in general too. Spirit, show me. And then it's like, I'm also seeing with Venus in the ninth house, like if you have too many excuses, they'll leave you too. Like if they ask you like, hey, do you want to go here? And then you're like, well, I don't know, because I have to drop the kids off. And then also I have to work on this day. Like if you're coming up with a bunch of excuses, they're just gonna be like, never mind. Nah, it's all good. Like just go to work, get your money. Like they don't want to hear the excuses. Venus in the ninth house wants to hear, are you coming or not? And if you ain't coming, like, baby, they got to move on. Like, because they don't have time for the sob stories, baby. Venus in the ninth does not have time for the sob stories. It's like either you down to go or peace out. I'll see you later. Yeah. They on the go, too. They're very active. Like, when they want to go somewhere and experience something, like, they get active. Okay? That's Venus in the ninth house. They get active. They like kind of can't sit still either. Like they always like to be like going somewhere. They like to be feel like they're going somewhere in life, like both metaphorically speaking and just in real life. Show me Venus in the ninth. Relationships. They're very indecisive about relationships. Two of Cups upside down, Two of Swords upside down. Venus in the ninth house is very indecisive about relationships. Yeah, because they be afraid that people are going to inhibit their freedom. See, because it's next to the Fool card. So Venus in the ninth house is only going to get in a relationship with someone if they honor their freedom and their need to like go on these excursions and like these exploration adventures and not have to tell you about it. Like Sagittarian energies don't want to like answer to people and like tell them their itinerary and like where they're going, because it's like they like to leave room for like the unexpected, and they don't know what they're going to do. Like Sagittarian energies, ninth house energies are ruled by like their feeling and like their instincts. So like they don't know what they're going to do when they get to the city. Like they're going to see what the vibes are. And whatever the vibes are, that's what they're going to do. So like, yes, they live in the moment and they can't tell you what the plan is because they don't know what they don't have a plan. The plan is to like follow their feelings. And that's what they do. So they get annoyed when people are like, well, where are you going? What time, like, are you doing this? Or what's the schedule? Or, you know, what time are you guys waiting? Like, that will annoy the hell out of Venus in the ninth house asking all them questions. This is why, you know, Sagittarius energies square Virgo energies, because Virgo always wants to know the plans and the details. And like Sag ain't got time for that. Like Sag has to keep moving with the feelings that they're feeling, because like they feel inspiration. Okay, Venus in the ninth house operates off of inspiration, so they're in the moment, they have to navigate by how they feel. So if they're spending too much time in their mind, like trying to figure out all these details and all this, that is disconnecting them from their feeling center. And then that's going to dim their inspiration. And if a Sagittarius doesn't have an inspiration to go anywhere, then it's just going to throw their whole mood off. So anyways, going back to relationships, Venus in the ninth is open to relationships, but not if it inhibits their freedom. Not if it knocks off their navigation and them being able to navigate by feeling. They can't be with someone that doesn't allow them to feel their way through life. Like, that's basically what I'm trying to say. They have to be with someone that lets them operate off of their instinct, because that's how they operate. Venus in the ninth, Sagittarian energies, ninth house energies, they operate off of instinct. So they can't, like, it's hard for them to be practical in a relationship because, honey, they don't have all them answers to all them questions that you have, because they live in the moment for the most part. Okay, Spirit, like they're not thinking that far into the damn future, because they know that thinking too far in the future like blocks you in a way. Like it only narrows you down to one path instead of like all of the probabilities that exist. This is why there's that sextile, like I feel like Aquarian energies and Sagittarian energies are very similar, and I feel like they operate in a similar manner where it's like they like to keep their options open because they want to be able to make the best decision. And if you already have a plan already planned out, you're already lowering your probabilities of like what's possible for you. You see what I mean? Do you see like how they operate and how they think? They are very open-minded. Like, to be open-minded is to be open to life and like whatever life throws your way. And whatever life throws your way is going to throw it to you in the moment. So that's why they have to remain open and like not plan. Like, I completely see why ninth house does not plan things out, because it limits the possibilities. You pick up what I'm saying? That's how Sagittarius operates on a like instinctual level. Okay, so Venus in the ninth house, and I'm seeing like Venus in the ninth house isn't really like focused on relationships. So like people would think that they like are a big love energy, but they're really not. Like, Venus in the ninth just has a love for life and like learning and exploring and stuff like that. And if a partner wants to come along with them like on their adventures and their love for life and wants to join in with them on their love for life, then cool, come with me. But a ninth house, Venus in the ninth house person's like perception is so big, it can't just encompass love by itself. Like, it's not like fifth house. Like, fifth house is like kind of like all they think about is love. Ninth house, their perception is like so big that love is just kind of like a small piece of like the bigger picture. Like, it's something that helps them along the way. But as soon as you are not helping them along their path of exploration of life, then you gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go, because you're limiting them from their wide scope of like how they see the world. You see what I mean? So ninth house energies, they're not relationship focused. They're not. They like to do fun stuff with people if the person is down to do everything that they're down to do. And if you're down to like be open-minded like them and experience new stuff. If you're not one of those types of people, like they're not going to be pressed about you being in their life at all. Yeah, and Venus in ninth house, very independent. Spirit, show me Venus in the ninth. Relationships, karma. So they do experience karma, and they're like, yeah, they have to let a lot of people go. Yeah, Venus in the ninth house, people have to end a lot of relationships because of everything that I just explained. Yep, Ten of Swords, feeling drained. Yeah, they get drained a lot by like relationships. Yeah, they get drained. I'm seeing they also have to be with a very specific type of partner. I keep getting that Aquarian energies are like really good for Venus in the ninth house. Being with someone with a little bit of Aquarius energy. maybe even Pisces energy. I don't know why Pisces is coming up, but they need to be with somebody that sees the world in like a large open view. They need to be with somebody that's open-minded. That's it, and that's all. Anybody that's like too practical is not a good partner for them. Show me Venus in the ninth. Justice card. They seek balance. Yeah, their lives can be out of balance a lot. Yeah, the Justice card was upside down. Page of Rods upside down. So they go on so much, like they be on the go so much that their life sometimes is out of balance because they're always like chasing new opportunities and stuff, and it can make them unstable. Yeah, Venus in the ninth can be unstable. Just because they're always on the go, their energy is always on the go. Like it's always on to the next thing, on to the next, you know, adventure, on to the next experience. Like they keep it moving. You want to talk about somebody that keeps it moving? Venus in the ninth house keeps it moving, okay? They always got something going on too. Okay, so let's look at their archetypes. Venus in the archetypes. Mystic. Okay, yes, Venus in the ninth house is very mystical, spiritual. They have a lot of spiritual powers. Venus in the ninth house has a lot of spiritual powers. They can do a lot of spiritual work. Yeah. Venus in the ninth is another placement that can do spiritual work, like can be a spiritual practitioner. Yeah, they make really good spiritual practitioners. Yeah, they're very plugged into their spiritual energy. Venus in the ninth house lives their life by spirituality. Very spiritual, very mystical, even magical. Very powerful manifestors. Show me Venus in the ninth. Angel. So they're an angelic. They are an angelic. Yep, Venus in the ninth house. Okay, so Venus in the ninth house does have a lot of similarities with Venus in the 12th as well. Yeah, they do have similarities with Venus in the 12th as well. 12th house, 9th house is related anyway because they used to both be ruled by Jupiter. So they have that. Yeah, they have a higher like frequency level and consciousness than other people too. Yeah, they're like angels on earth. They're angelics. They are not plugged into the material world. Venus in the ninth house is not plugged into the material world. They are plugged into the heavens. Yeah, the upper world, the heavens. They rule over like the sky, the heavens, and like they're not earthbound. Venus in the ninth house is not earthbound. Ninth house people in general are not earthbound. They're like sky gods and goddesses, like that type of energy. Definitely higher energy. Spirit, show me Venus in the ninth. Mother. So they're very nurturing. Yeah, Venus in the ninth house is very nurturing. There's not anything that they won't give their loved ones or even like strangers. Yeah, I'm also seeing Venus in the ninth is very generous. Venus in the ninth is very generous. They will take care of you. They'll buy you stuff. They'll make sure you're comfortable. Yeah, it ain't nothing for them to give to people. Yeah, I got angel mother. I'm also getting fairy godmother, fairy godfather energy for Venus in the ninth. Like they come into people's lives and like change people's lives and make people's lives better. They're like your fairy godmother or your fairy godfather. That's how you look at Venus in the ninth. Like they come into your life to like bring you more luck and like just more like good, positive, nurturing energy into your life that you need. Yeah. Yep. Show me Venus in the ninth. Yeah, they're very nurturing. Show me Venus in the ninth house. So one thing that we're learning from Venus in the 5th house and Venus in the 9th that I've read on is that that these fire energies are nurturing. Yeah, so that's not something that they talk about, fire energies being nurturing, but I'm seeing that they are. At least Sag and Leo. Martyr. Okay, martyr. So I'm seeing that they get blamed for a lot of stuff. Yeah, they get blamed for a lot of stuff. And then it's something about their mothers too. Show me Venus in the ninth. Okay, Venus in the ninth makes very good poets. I'm seeing that they're very good with their words. They can make good rappers, good singers, good writers. I'm seeing they can write books. They have a way with words too. They know how to speak with to people. They're really good at public speaking. They have a pink aura, which is freaking crazy. Venus in the ninth house has a pink aura. Warrior. Yes, they are warriors. Yes, they're tribal too. They have a tribalistic energy about them. Yeah, they love to study different cultures. They love to study different cultures and how they work and how they operate. They like to travel to different cultures and immerse themselves in different cultures. I'm seeing Venus in the ninth house. People like to take long voyages and like stay places for like 2-3 months. Like that's what's meant by long distance travel. Is like staying somewhere for months and like really getting a feel, like living like the people live over there, really getting a feel for their culture, integrating yourself into their culture. Yeah, that's what they like to do. And also Venus in the ninth is protectors of other people's cultures as well. Like they don't like when people appropriate other people's culture and stuff. Like they do not like that. They have an extreme respect for different cultures and they think that people should be welcomed in by these cultures and that you should be invited and like really get to know the people and humble yourself. Like, yeah, they're very big on like humbling yourself before these different cultures that you don't know anything about, and they do not like stealing from other people's cultures, stealing from other people's countries. They're really big on respecting like the history of a place and like what came before them. And yeah, they have a lot of honor for like tribalism and like indigenous cultures. Yeah, they have a huge respect for indigenous cultures also, and they like to like spend time with indigenous cultures and learn about them. Okay, so Venus in the ninth house just has a love of like world history and like the globe. Like that's where their love comes in. So it's like 12th house is like this spiritual universal love, but like ninth house is like a love of the world and like all the different cultures that exist and the history, the rich history that exists, and you know, like how we're all different but how we're all the same. Like they're interested in all of that and they just love like all these different experiences. That's what they have a love for. Venus in the ninth house archetypes. Yeah, they have a lot of spiritual energy though. Storyteller. Yeah, they love to tell stories. They have so many stories from like their travels. Like there's always interesting stuff happening to them on their travels too. Yeah, I'm seeing Venus in the ninth house. They have like the best stories to tell, like about their life and like the places that they've been and the people that they've met, and like their stories are very interesting. Like this is just ninth house people in general. Like they tell the best stories. They have the best life stories because their life experience is just so rich and so unique. Like they have unique life experiences. Venus in the ninth house, that's one of their blessings, is like how unique their life experiences are. They have experiences that nobody else on this earth has ever experienced. Like their life experiences are very unique, and that's also a part of like why they're blessed. They're blessed because they are blessed because of all of the things they've gotten a chance to experience in their life. Like Venus in the ninth house people experience things that people can only dream of experiencing in their lifetime. Yeah, that's what also makes them wealthy. That's what also makes them rich, is like life experience makes them rich. Yeah. They're rich in more ways than just material. Okay, Spirit, show me Venus in the ninth house, love life. Show me what their love life look like. The Tower. Yeah, they could be isolated a lot because they're like always traveling or they're always away from their family. Yeah, Venus in the ninth house does spend a lot of time away from their family. I'm also seeing Moon in the ninth house too. Spends a lot of time away from their family or isolated, or they take a lot of long trips. Like I'm seeing husbands that have Venus in the ninth are like always traveling overseas. They be away from their family a lot. Like that's just what I'm seeing, especially if they have a career where they travel a lot. So what I'm also seeing is that Venus in the ninth can attract careers that they travel a lot. And like a lot of the times this travel be free travel. And if it's not free travel, they got the hookup on travel or they travel through their job or whatever. Yeah, this is just ninth house people just in general as well. But Venus in the ninth is like blessed with like having perks when it comes to travel, or like being able to travel very easily and stuff like that. But I'm seeing sometimes like their traveling lifestyle or like their lifestyle in general can take them away from their family a lot. There's distance, because you guys have to remember ninth house means long distance. So it also means distance between you and other people, and just in general, there's like a distance there. Show me Venus in the 9th love house. And this is not the tower from tarot. This is the tower from Leonard, from a oracle deck. Sorry. Show me Venus in the love life. The star. Okay, so they have star connection, star lineages. Yeah, a lot of Venus in the 9th house people come from star lineages, or they're star seeds. They're very connected to the heavens. I keep saying that they're connected to the heavens. And I'm also seeing like Venus in the 9th house, like the best mate for them is like someone, again, I'm getting Aquarian energies, like someone that's like into like outer space, and like someone that's like into like aliens, or like, you know, like someone that again has a very open imagination and fertile mind, and like someone that is plugged into the cosmos. Yeah, Venus in the 9th house partner needs to be plugged into the cosmos. Like they need to be aware of the stars, they need to be aware of astrology, they need to be aware of like the higher cosmic happenings. Okay, Venus in the 9th. If your partner isn't not at least open to hearing these things from you, then they're not the right partner for you, because you need to be able to talk about your higher learning with people. If you're not able to talk about your higher learning with people, then they're just not for you. You need people with expansive minds in your life. Venus in the 9th likes to talk about the stars. They like to talk about astrology with their partner. They like to talk about aliens with their partner. Like they want to, honey, Venus in the 9th, again, they don't like limitations on them. So they want to be able to talk about whatever with you, and you not like judge them for it. Yeah, they don't have time for that. Venus in the 9th house does not have time for limitations, or like people that limit them in any type of way. This is probably just a Sagittarian thing too. Like they do not like being limited by other people. That is one thing about them. Like the minute somebody starts talking about some limiting stuff, that's when they get ghost on you, because they don't want to hear limitation, honey, because they don't believe in limitations. 9th house, Venus in the 9th house does not believe in limitations, so they don't want to hear that from their spouse. Yeah, they do not want to hear it. Show me Venus in the 9th love house. Yeah, they need somebody with that star lineage. But they do get a lot of opportunities for relationships, because remember, Venus in the 9th house is opportunities. So Venus in the 9th gets a lot of opportunities to get into relationships. It's almost like having Venus trine Jupiter, or Venus aspect Jupiter. Like they get a lot of opportunities to meet and connect with people. And I'm also seeing like one relationship will go and the next one will come. Like I'm getting the energy of like every 15 minutes a new bus comes. Like that is Venus in the 9th house. Like the possibilities, they're just like, oh, this relationship's over, well, another one's coming. And it sure does come too. It sure does come. Yeah, they have a lot of options, a lot of prospects. A lot of options, a lot of prospects. Yeah, they are not without prospects. Let me tell you something. Venus in the 9th, they are not without prospects. So don't even think for 2 seconds that they're sitting at home twiddling their damn thumb. They got a lot of options, boo. Okay, Spirit, show me. Yeah, they got options. More options than most other Venus signs. Yeah, they got more options. In all different backgrounds too, because also that's another thing, Venus in the 9th house doesn't limit themselves. So they don't say I'm only going to date this type of person or this specific type of person. They're open-minded too when it comes to who they date. So that's also why they have more options, because they're open to more options. Yeah, they don't limit themselves with who they date either. Yeah, 9th house energy is not a limiting energy. Like they are so open to life, and that's why they're so abundant, because they're just like, what the fuck? Like, I want to be with who treats me well. Like, I don't care what their background is or whatever. Like, I want to be with who treats me good and who's on the same page as me. That's what Venus in the 9th house cares about, the bigger picture. Show me Venus in the 9th relationships. The tree. Yeah, they do have the potential to build very large families as well. Yeah, they can have a lot of children. I'm seeing that they're very fertile. They could build like a long-lasting legacy. Again, the energy of legacy comes up around Venus in the 9th. They're supposed to build, like, have a lot of children and like, or they have a lot of grandchildren. So if they don't have a lot of children out their womb, then they have a lot of grandchildren. But I'm just seeing a big, large family tree for Venus in the 9th. But yeah, okay, you guys. So Let me know what you guys thought about this reading down below. I thought this was very in-depth and very deep. Let me know if it resonates. I did resonate with it with my little ninth house placements. So yeah, let me know down below. All right, take care, y'all.